quest.
Oh no, Kara's turning into me.
Look, I did all of the things, and then there was a cutscene, and we're like, let's go back in, and I'm like, I can watch the cutscene later.
Yep, that's what I said. But then I actually finished the quest. Like, a day later.
Alright, well, I guess I get the Kanata trophy for today.
Aha! Not last to unlock the place.
If we weren't trying to farm it the night that it came out, then I probably would have finished the quest. Whoop. Whoa. New notification. The notification is, home is made for you. Good to know.
Google Home.
Like how every time you're literally just having nightmares. That's
Waking
great.
nightmares.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
I bet rogue lettuce is bought with scripts.
Or maybe they put cooking on Godia.
No.
It's actually rouge lettuce.
No, it's rogue lettuce. It is pretending to be lettuce. It's actually cabbage.
What?
Cabbage.
It's white script items. God damn it.
I mean, that's what they've done before. Like with the kosher pork. With the kosher pork.
I guess I'll wait to buy some of that stuff.
Oh shit, guys, I have another quest I have to do.
Guess I'll do this one fate. Because I'm gonna eventually have to do a lot.
Or you could be like Rafira and be done already.
That's not actually a real option.
I have like 1 or 2 zones done.
That's still kind of crazy, but no, that's very different than Rafira.
300 and... Oh, sorry, it's, I'm bad at math. What's 71 times 6?
426.
Well, that's how many fates you have to do.
It's 66 times 6.
It's 76 times 6. 71 times 6. Or wait. No,
Where are you
it's,
getting the extra 5?
it's 67 times 6. Because it's 1 and then 6 and then 60.
Well, that would be either 402 or 396, depending on who.
After doing anything more than like 50 times, it's pretty much just do it until you're numb in the face, and then keep doing it.
Darn it.
Sure, I'll go with
Somebody
that.
teleported.
I was like, wait, where'd you go? It's okay, just stay there. Oh, you're coming back? Alright, I'll take a teleport. Hey! We're back.
So, just a minute ago, I was testing energy drain. It restores exactly 500 for each use, which is half of an aether flow. So, you might have sad skills, but at least you won't run out of MP anymore, maybe?
Yeah, it helps a little. It's like one spell.
That's actually... That adds up pretty quickly, though.
5% of your max MP every time you use it.
The problem is your ether flow spells are more efficient than
It helps you more
There you
than
are.
1.6%.
It helps you more than wasting stacks because you need to hit aether flow on cooldown.
Yep, we're also running a mana. Just weird.
So you still need to burn stacks on cooldown. It's just you at least get MP for it.
Yep, because you're low on MP anyways, might as well like get more MP instead of like wasting a stat. I still don't like how you can't get stacks out of combat. It kind of defeats the point of the opener.
Mm-hmm.
They changed some skills to be... Some more skills to be out of combat, like Forbidden Chakra for Monk. Monk got a pretty hefty buff. And Sam clearly is supposed to be, I don't know, the derp of the melee. Because they're just like, let's make it a little bit easier. The one time you have to actually have a spell that takes, or an ability that takes 2.5 seconds to cast, we'll just remove that one. Even that one time, that was too much, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that makes running dungeons a little bit nicer on Samurai.
I have to say, high jump moves stupid fast. Which,
Yeah, they should have just called it fast jump, because that's what it is. It's not very high.
well, yeah, well, that and high jump in like every other iteration has been some sort of like shed threat or stay up in the air a long time so you don't get hit, that sort of thing. And here it's just damage. Cool.
Yep. It's jump but faster. So you're probably actually jumping less high than normal jump.
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't just make it like a high range assassin. Like, it still counts as movement. Whereas assassinate does not count as movement. So you can assassinate into a marker, and you'll be fine when it jumps back. Whereas if you jump into a marker, it'll hit.
Oh, I have one thing. Where are you?
Okay. Glad I watched that cutscene because shit would have not made sense otherwise.
Which cutscene?
The Oracle of Darkness? I pray it's not true.
Oh, that one.
Seriously, these, like, in media res cutscenes that we're not supposed to, like, know of, but they want you to know of as the player, I feel like they're stupid, because we could literally walk up to them and just echo them and be like, so, RNJ, why you gotta be a dick about it?
If only you could use the power of the echo on tap as opposed to when convenient for plot.
Just every time you walk up to somebody,
Just like,
be like, I know what you did in 3rd grade.
dun dun dun. What an ominous crystal.
So, the fight that we're going into is exaggeration of a fight from our memories. That's an exaggeration of probably the Savage fight from the original, or the Extreme fight, which is a memory.
An embellishment
memory.
of a memory.
Well, these are whatever you came up with for Eden,
Mhm.
and then from there, it's Eden's ether is corrupted, and so the data comes up wrong.
I guess to be fair, it's different people doing the embellishing each time. The first fight was us, and then it was the minstrel making shit up. And then it was our imagination, and now it's Eden's fault.
I mean, canonically, extremes didn't happen.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is it was the minstrel version of the story. Right?
Well, yeah, but we never did that as
We
characters.
heard him sing it. So,
I get.
it's the kind of thing where, like, you do something in real life, and then you start thinking about it, and you're like, wait, did that really happen? You start getting confused.
Oh,
They-
remember remember to start ACT.
Oh right, gotta probably download
Yes, there's an update.
I'm sure our numbers will be amazing.
I'm sure my numbers are going to be garbage. Straight up trash tier.
I hope you guys are ready to watch this cutscene. A lot. Not this one, the next one.
Oh, I could really use that 100 tomestones of Glacier right now. Let's do this, guys.
Oh, here's something that I didn't know ever existed. There's a ACT plugin that scouts your roulette information and tell you what roulette you're going to queue for before you zone in,
What?
so that you can. Oops! I failed to register for duty. Anyway, my ACT should be running now. So. Oh, also, hang on a second. System configuration. Borderless windowed.
Wow, you like cheaped out and went with 4.
How embarrassing.
I had enough of 5% chance, 7% chance, and I didn't have any real time to mess with that anymore.
I mean,
I don't think I'm gonna actually like open mouth 7s until the next tier because I'm just not gonna have enough material.
I don't even have my 450 crafted gear, so we'll just have to make do for tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have mine tomorrow.
Do you
Tonight's
at
a
least have
scouting
food,
night.
Garrett? Your health's looking a little low.
There we go. How's that do? Looking better?
Yeah.
Whoa. I have no idea.
It's a nice first hit.
That hurts a lot. Which one is it?
Vice and Virtue.
Who's that?
Which one?
It says Vice and Virtue.
Oh, jeez, what the heck?
That hit
That's-
pretty hard.
That's the
75.
same. That's the
Wait.
same move as normal with no indicator. After those gravity puddles go out, you have to get
Oh.
in the ring of him.
Oh, it targets who? I see. Owie! That hurts!
That was a wit vengeance. What the
This
heck?
one's gonna
Tank
hurt
buster,
more.
right?
Yeah.
Did that hit for 941,000?
Well, Tam's not
Uh,
supposed to
yeah,
do
I-
that.
Okay.
He's got the.
No, I think
well,
we were supposed to switch after the first hit.
yeah,
Huh.
Oh.
Wait, you mean you're not supposed to take 941,000? That's weird.
probably get behind.
Or Home Gang,
Okay, yeah.
you know.
Or just
Which
get
I
behind.
did. I did home game it. Because I had a feeling that it was going to kill me. Actually, I think the first hit killed me.
Yeah, I did, but you weren't anywhere close to full.
Also, no healers alive.
Ooh, that looked like a
Delta
cross
attack.
pattern.
Yeah, Delta
That's-
attack.
It's the same as normal mode
Yeah.
with no mark.
The cross plus the circle.
Alright.
I mean, so far the mechanics are normal. So
So
far.
what was the first one? You dropped some puddles and then what?
So
You have to get in, basically inside his hitbox.
Oh,
So-
inside the hitbox.
for the Vice and Virtue, it depends on who's being targeted. If DPS or healers are being targeted, it's the floor AoEs, and if the tanks are being targeted, it's the tank busters.
Oh, okay, they have the same name.
Yes.
Alright, again.
So I'm going to drop my ley lines underneath the boss. That's my plan.
Make sure it's the back side. Because if it's the line attack, you don't want to get hit by the side ones.
Get in.
Evening's flare.
Gangbusters.
I guess I'll provoke. It also hits pretty hard.
Alright, which one's this? I have 2 targets on me.
That's new.
I got killed.
Because you just died.
I just took 160,000 damage twice.
You have to pass that.
To the tanks, I assume? I don't know.
Well, yeah, because there's a slippery prey debuff on. I got that one before when it was just the 3 of us left up, and it hit me for like 100.
Corners.
You're right.
Whoops.
Wow, that was the worst corners call I've ever seen.
We should pick our corners instead of.
Oh
panicking.
no, it wasn't corners, it was
Oh.
killing.
Well, there's
Well, no,
AoEs on everyone. Plus, you
Yeah.
need to go to the corners.
What
Yeah,
is there?
you have a fire on everyone here.
Right.
Plus the cross across the center is like thunder, and then he has like an ice circle around him.
So how wide is it? Is this the line that's how wide it is? Or is it this one?
It's like this one, I want to say.
I mean, that looks probably right.
And
I'll use
then
way markers.
We should go to
That's
our-
about how wide the line is.
From the middle of the way markers.
Yes, from the middle.
And then the circle comes out to like.
You see the
that if it
pattern
makes sense.
here? You see the pattern on the floor? This little thing? I don't know if it's that far out, but
Maybe a little bit less.
That's-
but it's close.
I would say the pattern is definitely safe from the middle freeze.
I like
So,
these
like-
things.
Yeah, so like if you're standing here, you're safe. If you're closer than this, you might not be safe.
So do we want to split up into quadrants?
Yes, I think we should.
Usual 8 ways.
Rolls have changed, so I don't have a usual 8-way. Although I would like Southwest.
I mean, Southwest was a melee one before. I don't know.
You have to be northwest, Carrot.
So wait.
Fine.
Can we? We're gonna pick normal 8 ways, and then we're gonna pick like go clockwise or something, right?
Sure.
Well, that would be up the people on the Cardinals who are going to be going clockwise or counter, whatever.
Yeah, but it would also mean that with Carrot, instead of just being in this quadrant, he's gonna be specifically like here, not over here. Otherwise, he's crowd tam out.
Sure.
Okay.
I will be west on the north side. West by northwest.
So we're going counter.
That would be counterclockwise.
Okay. So I'll be here.
You would be west by southwest.
Well, I was gonna
Wait.
say usually Usually tanks and healers are on the cardinals, and then we're on the off cardinals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Cardinals are super dangerous, so
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, if we're gonna set up right now, that would be what we should do, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then clockwise,
counterclockwise.
counterclockwise.
Wait, we're rotating
What?
counterclockwise?
I don't know. Someone said counterclockwise. I mean, I can rotate clockwise, in which case I will be north by northwest.
That's how we did Midgard, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
Pretty sure that's how we did Midgard.
Midgard, I was just melee.
Yeah, we can go
I-
clockwise. We've always gone clockwise.
Oh, that means I get to hug Hanada.
Use your
What are
turn
the inner
when
cardinals
you
for here in this fight? I
Hmm?
must have missed that.
to
The
not
Delta
get-
attack.
Yeah, so
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
Cardinals are dangerous, so we're just deciding who's going to share a quadrant and where you should spread within that quadrant.
These will probably also come up later. So instead of saying, right, like Vice and I are together in the southeast, like, yeah.
All right, seems like that's good enough for another poll.
Okay. In. Thanks.
Oops. This took something random.
Well, we
Oh, is this
did-
one we're supposed to pass? It is.
Yes, running through the party is not a good idea. Good. Oh, jeez.
Okay, Slanta, if you're main
Yeah.
tank, you'll take north, okay?
Fair enough.
We'll just switch. That way you don't have to run all the way across.
Good.
Oh, please, it hurts so much. Everything hurts so much.
Why are they so close? Why are they so close?
I just put myself to 1 HP for no reason.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, that's no telegraphs for those?
I mean,
looks like
they
they
all
target-
targeted.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they target someone, possibly the person closest to them. Or, you know, they could really dick you over and make it the person farthest from each one. So you gotta get to the edge and, like, 8-way cross shot.
What are we supposed to do with those 2 markers that
Pass to the
put needle-
tanks.
Okay.
Okay, so
Not- Run
Are
them
those a
through the
line?
party.
Are those the line AoEs?
No.
No, they're
Tethers.
single target. They seem to be okay for tank. It's only what, like 100 something tank? But yeah, running them through the party was really bad. Whoops.
So should we have them split east-west so tanks can pick them up?
Sure, I'll go west. So I'll probably be passing this one. Or I don't know. Well, we'll see. All the better build, I'll be. Rip.
Okay.
That, I guess, is a line attack.
Oh, it's on new carrot, by the way.
Yes, I was trying to pass it to only Tan.
Wow, that still hit me for 100k.
Woo! Spicy.
Ow.
Oh, okay. That's awkward.
Where I was wasn't safe.
I think it's probably the worst idea to be doing that now. Why just
Wrong hacky.
Oh jeez! Ah.
I think
those
it is the
definitely-
closest.
Those definitely hit different targets. I think I might come in at least while we're learning this on some rests.
At least the one that was closest to me aimed at me.
Oh jeez, that's awkward. I'm Midori, I think we're dead. Oh, I think everyone's dead.
Lord.
Solanta's live.
Alright, phase 2.
No. Ads.
Yeah, that's phase 2. Oh,
We had an arena change. I'll count it phase 2.
Other
Huh.
tethers.
Do they tether?
Doesn't seem like it.
Does not appear so. But it has
yeah.
mono
They
Oh.
probably hurt.
damage.
You can you can interrupt mana boost in this
Okay.
Okay, I have interject
it
on my
gives them
bar.
damage. It gives them damage up. Give them a 1-2 minute damage.
Yeah.
I just tried to stun it and
That
Those were
wasn't
not-
mana. That was mana
You
burst.
probably can't stun it. You have to use interject.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
used
can
both.
interrupt.
I was trying to remember the name, but I have them both side by side. So I
The-
tried them both,
the
but maybe it doesn't
AOE,
work after the first time.
It had the flash and cast bar for interrupt.
The AOE cannot be interrupted.
So I thought I was safe. I don't know, maybe I was about here. I guess that's not far enough out. Maybe I need to go out all the way here.
It's about the same as in.
For Delta attack? Yeah, but I don't remember exactly how big it was.
Fair enough.
All I know is I was farther out than I thought I needed, and I still got it.
We should probably reprisal or something that.
What if I need them later?
Fuck.
So the edge of the Delta attack ice circle is the flat edge, inside edge of the arrow. On the jet.
That did not go very well.
I thought you were going east.
I didn't have it. Nice.
You can rescue me if you want. I won't complain.
Pure beam. How pure is this beam?
Do we maybe want to stack during that phase to get them all in one place?
No. Each person should take exactly one. I
That's
believe.
the point with stack mechanics for AoEs.
Hmm? Oh, you're talking about during the first part when
Yeah.
the puddles are falling. Like, yeah, maybe if we get together and then we like walk around the middle, just like moving around the boss in a clockwise fashion, and then as the skill finishes, we spread out to our 8 ways.
Heals, shields.
Tam, I'll get.
Don't heal me.
Healing you doesn't
Okay, there we go.
make you take damage.
Oh,
Nice. Other one? Oh, nice. What's for this one? I do a one stack.
Unto dust.
That's white.
Didn't kill him. Didn't I?
Okay.
They don't like get buffed by being together, right?
Nope. Haven't seen
Can
that.
they be closer together?
Yeah, the only issue is they can't be facing the same spot and they can't be facing the
Yeah, just like in A2.
But can they be back to back closer? I don't know if like Carrot's Fowl's hitting both of them. Is
Ass
it?
to ass.
well, like if
Maybe
one
we can
was
bring 'em
facing this
to the
way
middle.
and one was facing this way, we'd have this cone behind them to do stuff.
Yeah.
alright, I guess I'll pick up the west ad and we'll just run them through each other.
What are we doing about the beams that we keep dying to?
Okay.
So we'll start on the south, and we'll all run as a group around the middle, dropping puddles until the whatever thing is about to finish, and then we run into our 8-way directions.
Did anybody count how many there were?
It looked like there was about 6 puddles during the cast time.
We also
I think
don't.
that's too many, but we'll see.
There's also not that much time between the last puddle drop and when the laser comes. And there's 2 sets of lasers too.
Alternatively, we can all go to our direction, and we can just every person for themselves, dropping puddles as in your little octant.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because that didn't really work very well for the melee during that last run.
We can start stacked and then move towards our position too.
You know,
Well,
maybe-
if we are not stacked up, then as soon as we spread out, then we're going to be dropping like just this huge mess of puddles.
Um,
It's either we start spread out or we start stacked up and we try to move as a group.
if we move as a group, we could put the last puddle in the like dead center.
Hmm.
That way, people might be able to get like outside, so the lasers don't.
Yeah, I'll try to count to see the number of puddles. That way we can plan, like, you know, first puddle is here, second puddle is here, third puddle is here, etc., and know exactly where the last puddle is going to be, or what the last puddle is, and then have people run out so that you're just. I mean, you can see the marker on the ground. You want to be like on this tip of the marker.
Yep.
And once again, it was tanks and healers are on the cardinals, DPS are inter-cardinals.
Nope. One more thing to discuss too.
Okay.
There's the tank tethers near the beginning that aren't being done correctly. I don't know if it's consistently the same people getting it to begin with, but I gather it's not.
It's not.
It's maybe one healer, one DPS, but it is random who gets it.
Do we want
Easier to
tanks
have
to
the
stay
tanks pick
still,
them
or do we want the tanks to come pick them up?
Thanks to stay still.
Well, it's going to be a meeting point. Somebody's going to go east, somebody's going to go west, right?
Main tank should stay north, and off tank should stay west
Or east.
or east. Doesn't matter.
East, since east is the tank
East
direction.
is yeah.
Okay, east and north.
So, okay, we can try that.
How
I'm
about
a little skeptical.
Well, how
If
about
it is-
clear the middle, healer goes to north, and then DPS goes to.
If let's check
East.
again to make sure if it's always one healer and always one DPS, then we can have the DPS all stacked. It will end up on one person, and the rest of the DPS will get slippery target.
Right.
And one of the healers will end up with it, and the other one will get slippery target. That way, we guarantee that it will never go two of the targets onto the same person. Because if it ever gets two targets on the same person, then unless that tank uses Holmgang or something like that, they will absolutely die. So that is another option, which is, and this actually might be the pug strat, is everybody except for the tanks, in fact, everyone except for the main tank stacks on the same point. All of the things end up going to the same person. Whoever ends up with the shit duty has to deliver both targets to the main tank, who uses invulns for that hit. I kind of want to try that.
You act like this is punishment for the tanks.
No, I'm saying whoever ends up with the target is on delivery duty to the last tank.
It could be two people also.
No,
Oh wait.
It-
It might be two people.
it might
Should
be
be.
two people, but I don't think it will. I think we found out when we were all stacked that eventually it will end up with one person with 2 marks on them.
Ah.
I mean, it could just be the off tank who does it too. Yeah, it doesn't matter though.
Whoever has an invuln to spare at that point when we figure out our invuln rotations.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh,
Okay, whoever is dropping the puddle too close needs to
Yeah,
not
no,
do that.
it's definitely me. It's just I get the purple thing all around me when I'm out there, but when I come back in, it's suddenly there.
Yeah,
You have
the
to
timing.
wait until it drops.
I think the timing is right at the end of the cast bar. So, like, don't use the marker over your head is the timing indicator. Is this where the boss is always going to be?
Yep.
Okay. A will be the stack mark, just until...
Yeah, I don't like it.
How long does the bleed last?
A year?
15 seconds.
Oh, what?
I ran them wrong.
One, 2, 3, 4,
I messed it up.
5. 5.
So
There are
5.
5 puddles. So you can drop them south, west, north, east, mid. But you have to be like far east
Max
for mid
melee.
to be clear.
Oh, dead.
Alternatively, you can drop it dead mid, and then do a little like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're back in the middle.
I'm gonna decline that.
Can I jump off? Oh, I can't even. Wait. Oh, there's a wall.
You can
If
just
you
touch the
if you
ring.
walk into the yellow, you die.
They're bringing back old school boundaries. Okay, so I will present 2 options. Option 1 is the puddles get dropped. It's gonna need to be like super far out D and then 1. I think this is the less good option. Option 2 is and then back to A.
That's going to leave people outside of melee range.
If we're going to drop the last puddles in the middle, you're going to have to get out of melee range just for marker D. Because otherwise, the puddles are going to not be drop dead middle.
Yeah, they are big puddles. They are big puddle boys.
They are chunky puddles. Like, I can even rotate this a little bit so that it's like, actually, here's the other option. First puddle's at A, second puddle's at B, third puddle's at A, fourth puddle's at D, fifth puddle's back at A.
I like the idea, but practically I don't think that's a great idea. Because what ends up happening, people are kind of spread out.
If we start at A, that's fine. We can just do our pantocrator rotation. Except starting at A.
I think this is the safest pattern. In fact, I'll even scooch D in a little bit. There we go. Do we want to try that?
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
Or do you want me to rotate it so that we're going clockwise? I know we have a thing about clockwise.
Off the top of my head, it seems like we're going to be facing away from the boss as we run during this entire process.
You playing a keyboard? Where's your strafe?
Just throwing it out there. That's all. I'm doing.
Legacy is your friend.
Legacy.
I don't even use Legacy, and I don't have that problem.
Okay. Don't you say like when you attack the boss, you start running that direction instead of the direction you're going?
You use a clever combination of holding down the mouse button and strafing. Anyway.
I mean, it's trivial for Legacy, so we can try it.
Played monk for 2 years.
Hard pass.
Hey, it's better now.
Monk's always been pretty good.
Except for the Grease Lightning Cannon part back in 4.
They were pretty frustrating sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes frustrating for stupid reasons.
We should have separate stats.
No, one stack.
Oh,
One stack.
okay.
And then whoever has 2 markers on them at the end.
I'm glad that's not a cleave.
It's not me. It didn't end up on the same tank?
No.
I think I found one.
Did you find it with your body?
Is there any other way to find it?
Start on A. On A. Oh. Close to B, close to C,
Oh, we do not have enough time to get there.
D,
Same, like.
A.
Wait a minute.
That was one last
That
puddle.
ending seems a little sketch.
No, that wasn't one less puddle. We don't have enough time to move between those positions to drop.
Hey,
We had
yeah.
another puddle drop between our run.
People were not stacked up at the beginning. I had enough time to walk the course. I didn't have my triple cast, which I should have, but
Do you have enough time to react?
We
Do
have-
you have to move preemptively?
We moved to across the course, but there are 5 puddles, and one of them dropped between B and C.
well, that's fine as long as you aren't dropping a puddle in front of where we're going.
Well, there wasn't enough time to get to B, or to get from B to C to drop the puddle at C.
Can I just make a suggestion?
Hmm.
We drop the second to last puddle in the middle, and then we split. So we drop our puddles in our directions as we're moving outwards from the middle.
Okay. There's definitely enough time to run from A to B and from B to C because that is the width of the puddle.
But
So, wait, no, let me finish. So, as per Salenta's suggestion, we will drop them A, B, C, A, and then run in your direction.
Feel bad for whoever has to go southeast.
Yeah, who'd be that be?
Well, the other option is we go back to the first plan, which is A, B, C, D. Try to get this parallelogram shit. Okay, A, B, C, D, and then back to A, and then go in your direction.
Wait, the person at C is not screwed if they just go A, B, C, A, and then just don't go directly to C, just go around C. You have plenty of time. The people at... You can go south or east. You'll just drop it on top of someone who is also there, which is fine. And then you just move more south or more east.
How many beams can you take without dying?
One, you get a whole stack.
Right. So we definitely need to do the 8-way split at the end for the beams. But which way would people prefer? Four puddle stacks, or sorry, 4 puddle spots or 3 puddle spots?
I'd say A, B, C, A.
Does every player get a circle under them? Or
No.
4
I think
random
it's only
people.
4.
Mm.
It didn't seem consistent because there was definitely a time when everybody was alive, and when we were all like doing our own thing, and I just didn't get a puddle for like, I think I got 1 puddle the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Maybe
basically
2.
how Pantocrator was too, right?
Well, if somebody dies, it might give somebody else a puddle.
No, it's exactly like Pantocrator. Of the people, at 5 regular intervals, of the people who are alive, 4 people will randomly drop a puddle.
So, which one are we doing?
Under no circumstance do I like this as it's out now, so I'd A,
Okay.
B, C, A split. If there's a downside to the strategy, it's that people end up running farther than they have to, which we'll see after doing it a couple times.
We can make small adjustments later.
Just make sure that people start stacked on A, because that's going to be the biggest cause for the thing to fall apart when the initial puddle drop is just like super wide.
Are you going to start this?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel bad. Is Sam not going to starve?
I hope he wasn't, because otherwise he took a lot of damage from something.
It's so long. Why is that such a long cast?
Because this one's so short.
Everyone stacked up?
Oh yeah, we probably don't want to do that. Holy cow, this hurts so much. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I got 2
No.
bleeding stacks.
Vito! It's still ticking!
Oh, that's right, you're ranged.
On A. Look at those markers.
Close.
Tam.
Oops.
Oh, you only get 4 beams.
I'm used to going north. Sorry.
Nice. Oh shit. Oh, heal.
Oh, there's this star. That's a heal.
I like how some of the DPS died and I didn't.
I still don't have a heal. Oh my god. Oh no, don't rest right now. We need to heal.
So, I wonder if there's only 4 beams, like, does it target the 4 people who are farthest away from Eden? So could we have 4 people stay close, and 4 people...
I did not see just 4 beams. I saw all of the... I don't know where this 4-beam theory came from, because there are 2 animations. Like, there's one that has the beams go out, but then the balls explode, and that's a separate animation.
I didn't take any damage after we did our run.
Yeah,
I didn't hit
because
any beams.
some people ran the wrong way. So some people took way more than 1 beam. I saw people running, for instance, into my quadrant, and then running...
I don't think beams are assigned, they're just the target.
No, Bunted Dust is just a timer.
Oh,
It's on a
there's
kill them both.
Alright. We can kill him however we want to kill him.
So caster LB.
Sure.
I don't like our strat with the double bleed thing.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll okay, so I don't want to overwhelm us with markers at the moment, but we'll actually no, that's fine. We'll say DPS are on the C side, healers are on the B side in melee range on the boss's hitbox.
Yep.
And that means that DPS will deliver to Salenta and healers will deliver... Or actually, sorry. Tam is the one that's not tanking, correct?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
DPS will deliver to Tam, the off-tank. Healers will deliver to Salenta, the main tank.
Okay.
Do you want me to star that first hit?
It's up to you.
Salenta, are you going to reprisal it?
I tried using Heart of Light, which is supposed to reduce magic damage by 10%. I don't think that did anything. Was trying to help. But yeah, I guess I'll reprise it. It's just kind of awkward timing for me. If you,
Well, you
can do
can-
it, it'd be easier.
Well, I can reprisal it, and if you want to use Heart of Light, if that helps, it.
I'll try it again.
All right.
For the ads, how about we pick one that we can burn down first, so that we can lower the AoE damage, since they do onto dust anyway, based on...
Okay,
Yeah.
do we know what the limit break status is? And if we should use it or not?
It's at least
It's
one.
already working when it better be full. People are certainly getting low enough.
Do you want me to go, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, there's either 2 options. Either we need to kill them simultaneously, we need to kill them under a or 3 options.
I think it's a timer.
Under a certain amount of time, or it's that seems most likely. Of course, the magic attack.
do a Helios 2 or aspect of 2?
What? When? Okay, that does a lot of damage.
On the healer.
Oh,
It was nice knowing you guys.
Where's... Oh, that's because the tank's dead.
I'm gonna be over here just because. Wait, what?
I got murdered.
I couldn't get to my quadrant in time, sorry dude. I had to pick the closest one to me.
No, that's fine, because Kanata took a different quadrant also. But you ran...
Calculated.
You ran... You, like, tackled me.
I tried to go around you.
No, you just go more on the west side, not to the back.
I know the range on those things.
Alright.
Wait, why is it 2?
Okay, I was on the outside and I got targeted every single time.
When do you... What were you telling me to do, Kanata?
Oh, when you did your aspect of Helios?
Which part? After the horoscope?
After when the DPS ran out of this gravity thing?
That they should have just had Celestial Opposition on for, and then when they come back, I throw out a healer.
Should be unnecessary.
Okay.
Ooh, could we try something for the puddles?
I'm all ears.
If they do target the furthest away,
That is not the case.
well, I did get targeted every single time, and I was furthest away. I was further out than everybody else.
So many ways.
Before we formulated a strategy for this, I was following you as you were on the boss, and both of us were getting puddles all the time. That's kind of why I wanted to do a strategy about it.
That time when, in the beginning, when I was saying that I didn't get any puddle, I was sitting here. Just standing here. And I was like, aren't I supposed to be dodging something? As I was watching everybody else do their little thing. So I'm pretty confident it's not the farthest away.
Do we have enough room in this arena to just be in our 8-way splits and then just, if you get a marker, just move it?
That was one of the options that was presented.
The problem is melee.
Well, I mean, that doesn't mean ranged couldn't do it, though.
Yeah, I have no problem in my corner. But how are the melee gonna do it?
No, the point, though, is that if there's less people, there's less options for people to mess up.
Carrie, you
Because
should be
there's
all
less-
over this. You could potentially not have to move.
I mean,
Be a black mage.
Oh, yeah.
I could do that regardless of whether or not you guys do the rest of the strat that way.
Then yes.
Like
you
Pen.
yeah, just go in the northwest corner, and I'll be in the west corner, and then Place will be in the south corner. And the
South
will be in the north
corner or south?
corner.
You want me to on the south wall?
South corner wall, whatever.
Weird looking corner.
And then I don't know about the melee though.
Melee figured it out.
Well, melee will just keep doing the strat, but the point is there's less puddles, which might lead to less.
Yeah, they might not have to move at all, depending on if they even get targeted.
Let's not.
Well, 1 out of 4 for 4 times.
Let's be realistic.
Yeah. But
By the way, when people are running out, I see people running to the corners like they have to. Like where I'm standing right now is totally safe.
Safe for what?
Because I can.
For Delta. No, I know you are. And
Well,
I'm glad. You
Four
stay in the
people
corner.
are supposed to go to the corner.
For Delta attack?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 4 on the inside, 4 on the outside.
No, but you can do one here, and it's fine.
Oh.
There is room. The ones on people aren't that big. That's all I'm saying. If somebody's ranged, go ahead and go to the corner, because you can.
There are technically 4 ranged people, and one of them are in each quad.
Yeah, but Kara doesn't want to move that far.
For what?
He's
Delta.
got a healer in his quadrant.
It's true.
Why wouldn't the healer go outside?
Well, I like the stick close to the edge thing instead, but whatever.
It is up to your corner partner to do whatever you want, so you don't put time.
Look, all I'm saying is you don't have to. So, anyway, let's go. Who wasn't ready?
It was me. I just need like 10 seconds here.
How's it, Tam? Is my star missing you, or are you just taking a shit ton of damage like as that AoE goes?
No,
I'm probably taking the AoE and an auto attack at the same time.
no. There's at least one time you missed it. So,
I'll try and move it up a little bit. Where are you
Alright.
tanking her? Are you like just on the outer inner circle there?
I'm usually just on like the north side of the boss's hitbox, so I like if I don't pull him like straight to the.
All right, let's do another ray check.
nothing. That's lame as fuck.
What about Heart of Stone?
That's the physical single target.
Gotcha.
Oh, jeez.
That one might have been a little close.
I'm just gonna stand right here.
How did I not kill you?
Who's taking the
Hey.
second hit?
Did you not get the bleed from that, Salenta?
Okay, so I think that
This is the one that gives the bleed.
Oh, okay.
the first 4 puddles are always the 4 DPS. So, like,
Some of us can't stand the edge of the arena the whole time. Sorry.
Some of us have backflips, don't they?
Yeah, but apparently it doesn't work on that.
He dashes backward. It's not backflip.
Oh, my mistake.
what I was gonna say is like let's have regular spots that we are dropping them. I was dropping mine by the sea in the corner, but I don't know. I can drop mine to the northwest, which is my direction. Whatever, I don't care. That's where I'm gonna drop mine. I'm dropping mine in my corner.
They don't have to be that far out, right? Because we're all kind of staying in the middle.
Look, I'm gonna drop them in the corner because that's my biz. You all can figure it out for yourselves. Looks like Tyleet was going northeast.
I was going west.
I was.
Oh, you were going northeast? I thought I saw a Shikuchi, but anyway. I was just gonna say like let's drop our puddles in the direction of the corners that correspond to our whatevers. Our 8-way split.
It's a way to get no bleeds.
The two people that got it were placed alone. So that was really awkward.
Alright, well at least we know it's not always a tank and a DPS and a healer.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to mechanics.
Oh yeah, this was the thing where
Stay there until the hit. Then you can go through. Oh, jeez.
Oh jeez, it's blocking.
oh no, it's me every time. This is the worst. This is the worst. This is the opposite of not moving.
If it picks you, you get all of them.
Oh, there weren't enough people alive. Oh, lol. I think each orb does target the closest person. So please stay close to your orb after you take it.
Right. The markers on the ground. You should stand on, not just in the direction of the thing, but like on the marker, on the little nub. So like right here.
What is that for?
So that the lasers will pick you, the balls will pick you and no one else, and it will shoot in the designated direction. I cannot imagine these little placements were on the ground as a coincidence.
Look, they've only been doing this for 6 years. They're pretty new at this still. They probably haven't really thought these things through. This is actually just Steve's tattoo. He just wanted to put it in the game. So. Hit reprisal, it's going to run out before.
If you want a specific mechanic addled, please let me know. Is it always pick the two healers?
Oh.
This might be a new development.
Nope. I've seen. No. I don't think so.
Oh wait, what are you way over here for? Oh shit. Oh, don't worry.
Just stay in the corner. It's fine.
Hug a wall. Yeah, let's just use the same thing.
Okay-ish.
Got hit with 2 beams.
Damn, what?
Who's you saying?
Rip. Oh, rip.
We all DCing?
Nope.
I just got a lag spike.
Reprisal seems to work good.
Alright, we have LB1. Hardly seems worth it.
It's 2 targets.
Hardly seems worth it.
Oh, that was wow.
I don't think we're supposed to be able to heal through that. So we're just that far behind on DPS?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we had a person resin.
Yeah.
It was only like what, 5 seconds behind. So we should coordinate off globals for that. We should not be healing.
I'm leaving that to you. Tell me what to press.
First one, can you star? Or no, first one, can you collect? Or what's it? The 700.
Yes, collect.
Not that one.
Celestial
Celestial
Opposition.
opposition. Do that one for the first
The
one.
first AoE.
Yeah.
What does Celestial Opposition do now? Because it used to be just a stun.
It's super good now. It's only 60 seconds.
It's an AoE regen.
Yeah, 700 potency regen. So hit that for the first one, and then I should be able to. I mean, the second one doesn't matter, so you can just ignore it. Not really.
No,
You
there's
also-
3, right?
Pre Helios while when they come down, and then you'll have horoscope ready.
No, yeah.
Heal on horoscope is depressing, but yeah.
And you can put out your star ahead of time.
You guys know there's like a lot of damage before those 2 AoEs, right?
Yes, that's
No.
the thing.
I don't exactly have star up every time.
Well,
I mean, like, stars should be used for the same mechanic every time, so I don't know if you need to use it. Like, the star for the first hit obviously is great, but I don't know if you need to use it between the first hit and that particular mechanic. Maybe you get one more star in.
Using it post Delta. When we collapse back to the middle, I've been using.
yeah.
And it's not back up after
It is,
the
but
Delta?
she does like 3 AoEs in a row. Before she even starts the ads, she does 2. Then the drop from the ads, and then the ads do 2.
I don't know.
I'll figure it
I'll
out.
leave it to you guys.
Assume you're coordinating off global, it should be fine.
I need one more button.
Just get a foot pedal.
Foot pedal for my dash.
Just stomp it.
It would be pretty intuitive.
Hey, that's a little wider than I expected. I'm just barely inside the hitbox.
Alright, maybe that's overkill.
That's a lot more forgiving than didn't touch.
No kidding. Yep.
Well,
Ooh,
I got hit only by my meme by standing on my arrow.
Kind of standard.
Just soothe your heart with interpretive dance.
Let's try using the LG.
Okay.
There's down for first one.
Button. Yeah, I can use my AoE here. Yeah.
Come on. Oh, we're behind.
Well, I mean, we had TPS down.
And a weird start. We took 3.
Yeah, sadly, doing AOE damage on 2 targets is not better for me.
That is the case for most classes.
I mean, the world first team on this one was like Monk, Dancer, Summoner, Blacksmith.
Yeah, we need to enter that phase with everyone alive, not rezzing people, barely managing to heal and all that kind of stuff.
Also, if we need overall damage and the healing through the mana bursts isn't bad, I mean, your AoE damage isn't terrible overall with the 2 targets. I mean, it's better than your single target anyway.
By 40 potency.
On dancers, so.
On Dancer, yes.
Okay.
Dancer is the one class where like 2 targets means better DPS to the.
That's kind of interesting.
Isn't that kind of true of Summoner too?
Well, Summoner gets, like, incidental damage on so many attacks. Like huge damage on one target, itty bitty damage on second target.
I mean, but the nice part is you don't have to go out of their way.
Right. You just continue your normal rotation and, oops, extra damage.
Oh, wow.
Wrong buttons.
What?
Well, okay, fine.
Now what?
It's on 2 healers again. I think that might always be on 2 healers.
Maybe.
Oh, I can't give it to me. I guess you can't give me both. Or something.
We definitely
I got
ran
him.
through each other.
Okay, so I want to try something for the next pull.
I got the boss.
Shark.
Do you want it back?
Oh, I sure.
Everything's bad. Can I give up?
Yes.
Okay, so I got shot by the 4 I was closest to, so...
Seems like a pretty solved thing, except for the part where we die before that. Yeah, when we come back in, I'm gonna come in on Summoner just for
Also, for both heal efficiency and for Midori sanity, make sure you're standing in the improv when it's being used. The golden circle.
Oh,
Is
you're
that
talking
the
about during the
AoE
ad
marker?
phase?
Well, I don't know when else you might use, but it's a heal buff for everyone that's in it, and it's also generates esprit based on how many people are standing in it. So if you don't need to move out of it, don't.
Alright, let's get one more pull and then we can reset. Oh yeah, for this one, Kanata and goes. You get free stack on them, unless that take buster thing doesn't cleave, does it?
No.
I got hit with 2.
And I got hit with puddles.
Well, I got hit with placeholders.
Yeah, I think placeholder needs to not go the direction he's going. Because it's blocking us. Or move earlier.
Yes, this thing.
That's so much time to do that. This one you don't really touch the bottom.
That's actually a good point. Kefka had a lot of these.
Not sure if doing flare is better than fire 4 on 2 targets.
Where am I going in that Paradise Lost phase? That's missing you guys.
So
It's
what happens is
straight
you're cutting from A to south, but like we're going to B and then we're trying to get across your puddle to C.
No,
The
the
melee
issue.
is?
No, the issue is that you're supposed to end like here because it's your arrow.
Oh well, if there's a problem with that, that's a separate issue.
Wait, how are we doing that mechanic? I thought that we were just going to our 8-way.
Well, the melee can't do that and still DPS the boss.
Right.
We're
so
not able to DPS the boss as is anyway.
if that's the case, I'm just going to go to the empty corner then. Which one's not getting used?
No, that's not the point. There
You're-
is no empty corner.
Yeah, you need to go to the 8-way arrow on the arrow on your 8-way that is like right next to your. Well, at the after.
Well,
the
he can go to the corner as long as he ends up by that circle.
Also
Right.
true.
Also, there is enough time after the last puddle disappears to walk to your marker, even if the puddle was directly on the marker you need to end up on. There's enough time to run out of that puddle and then run back onto your marker before the cast finishes. As long as you are near your marker after the last puddles disappear, there's enough time to run onto your marker.
Can I just ask Tam, Solana, Tidelead, are you guys getting uptime on the boss during the puddles at all?
Sort of.
Right now, not really. I'm just trying to do the mechanic.
Tachi NP is your friend.
I feel like we're not having uptime on that at all because we're dropping the puddle in the middle in the first puddle, and then we can't go near the boss because of that puddle, and then we're just always dodging puddles, and there's no time to attack.
Well, I mean, knives, NP, tomahawks.
Yeah, I mean, but
So alternatively, if everyone else is going to, if we're not moving as a group and doing the 3 specific locations and then split pattern, then you can drop the puddles and max melee range instead of dropping the first one directly underneath him.
I feel like at that point we're just doing the circle strat anyway. Which I will say is what I expect to be seeing in bugs in the future, possibly, just based on what we know of those mechanics so far.
Yeah, it basically goes back to exactly like Pantocrators, where
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
but it means that after the 4th puddle, you need to start breaking out into your direction. Otherwise, or after the 5th puddle, I guess it would be south, west, north, east, south. And
Nope, I think that's going to be too late. You have to actually start up to the 4th. It's really fast. But as long as we go south, west, north, east, and then just start moving in the right direction, it should be fine. And frankly, ranged can already just stay out there the whole time, because unlike Pantocrator, it doesn't have the 180 degree, like, fucking deaths.
I would say we should still start in the middle, but we don't have to drop the first puddle.
Okay, sure, but
There's
Well,
two
here's a
AoEs
question.
that...
Here's an idea. Are we all? We're all stacking at the start, aren't we? And then moving out.
for heals, yeah.
How about we just start with the people being out there? Like the 4 people who are going to be at range, be far out. Because then we can split it up. Because we can split it up to see if there's anything where it's a range issue, like it's a distance issue of who's getting targeted with them. Because if we're all underneath them, it's like inches that are determining the targets, and we can't really tell. Whereas if it's targeting people who are closest after it goes off, because we have time to go out, and yes, there's that big hit, but as long as you don't get hit by the circles, there's time to come into the range of the healers to get healed up before the beams go out.
Well, no one should be taking any damage in that phase until the beams come out, right? Nothing else.
Well,
does it,
there's the big hit going into it.
which
at
is like
this-
a dimensional shift thing, right?
yes.
Yeah, but if the 4 people are out already, who are going to be out, we can see if it's targeting by distance
Yeah, for
Exactly.
instance, that
Out after the dimensional shift?
before
No,
it goes
before.
off.
So that dimensional shift happens right after Delta attack.
Dimensional shift does damage too.
So we will be low from the fire hits.
We have to get stacked back until we get full, as that will kill anyone that's not at full health.
Well, how about have the 4 melee dead center and the other and the range like towards their corners, but in range of AoE.
What? For which part? The dimensional shift or the part after?
For the dimensional shift, because then we'll guaranteed have 4 people that we know are the furthest distance from the boss. If the melee are stacked right underneath them and the other 4 are out.
Okay, so here's what I'm suspecting we will want to do for the puddles. Then is try to drop the puddles as close to these markers as possible. And then after D, make your way towards your direction. And then after the 5th puddle goes out, collapse on this marker. It turns out that the balls are about where A is relative to this marker, so you can be smack dab in the middle. You don't have to be on the tipsy tips. This will be pointing the ball beam in the correct direction. Thank you, Eos.
Lag.
No, too easy say.
I'm gonna ask. No, don't go.
Looks like an ODK.
So how about that new summoning bell in Crystarium in the Crystalline Mean?
Nah.
A little too late.
Cam,
Not
I'm
for
already done
me.
with that place. Where is it exactly?
It's next to the tents where you turn shit in,
Oh,
where all
so
the
like
vendors are.
15 feet closer.
Hmm? There was no summoning bell in the Crystalline Mean before.
Oh, summoning bell. Oh,
Summoning
okay.
bell
Okay.
for retainers.
I am okay with this.
For those people that unionized against me,
Sorry, it's a summoning bell for Feul.
Wow, we gotta speak to their union and rep now too.
Mm-hmm. Talk to the fairy.
I should probably go back and like watch that cutscene because I actually have no idea what happened in that cutscene. I was like not paying attention. I was just like unlock retainers, very important. Whatever mechanics, and then it turns out she's kind of like important.
Oh, no, that's actually better.
Ignore me, by the way. I just changed all my buttons around.
It's actually better. This one doesn't get as low.
It's worse.
Oh, because
I mean, if you don't want trick attack,
you can have the boss flip around like crazy, no problem.
This will be better one day when I'm used to it. It's for my own good.
Start south. Start by A. Go to your directions. That was so
Don't-
much nicer for
don't
me.
run to the edge. Run to your arrow.
Okay, it's Fragger Maximus which disappears.
It also seems to ignore mine. This is the other thing. It's like I can't tell if like how consistent the healers are if they're putting up shields. I don't know if my shield's doing. Still fighting my buttons.
Nice.
Did it!
Oh, this part.
Hope we enjoy watching this cutscene.
And getting killed.
Every wipe we have to watch this.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
But not every wipe do we get to watch this.
That's true.
Really long cutscene.
Have
Well,
have
if
mana.
They seriously should have had an active time event where you had to do like
Bong.
your boost.
I think the mechanics are just the same after this. At least in normal.
I think there was one more at least. That's a pretty good hit.
That's new.
That is not on DPS.
Oh, it's the same.
Watch out, Bias.
Okay.
This is the DPS one. Did you die, Slanta?
Wow.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's at the same time as something else?
Wait, what? Oh, Delta attack.
Yeah, that
one.
did Vice of Sloth for 108.
Oh, geez, wait, what?
Oh, that one was outside. Crap.
Get
Tragic.
fucking wrecked.
We got tricked.
Wait, what?
So is Vice of Sloth like it does extra damage if you're not moving or something? I don't.
Very possible.
All 4 DPS died to it, so they must have all done the same thing wrong.
We just
Yeah, I
ran
got a
away.
magic bomb stack.
Maybe you stack them.
Whoa!
Stack them to reduce the damage?
Where's the line?
What?
So maybe
Wait,
when
wait.
you regain paradise, everything's inverted like Kefka's tricks.
Or maybe it's this is like really gross if this is true. It's something where you have to split it with someone who doesn't have the mark.
That makes
In which
sense.
case, we have to drop them on the ABCD with your cardinal
Respected.
partner.
Maybe.
I vote we try the other way where they all stack together, so that way if they die, it's the DPS.
All right, everyone stack at A.
I vote no more ideas from that guy.
Probably south of A, so we don't get all sucked into it. Like where Tam's standing is good.
Okay. And then we have to get in.
Or you just all die and it doesn't matter.
I mean, that's what happened last time, so it's not like we're getting any worse.
think we can practice this.
That's what.
The splitting of these puddles.
I don't know.
Crap, I already shirked.
We're gonna not stack. Oh, it's not the same corner as before.
Get ready to stack on A. Oh shit. Yep. Woohoo!
Now we get
Ah.
You need to be on your arrow.
I got that.
Guess I'll get
Oh, that doesn't kill you. This will probably kill me now.
Okay. Go north.
Hmm?
Oh wait, the markers are back. Oh
Yeah.
that's what's throwing me off. Oh god.
Okay, if you want, I can put the markers differently.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know what's going on.
Oh, wow.
Alright. So the 4 DPS are going to stack just south of A.
I don't think it's actually a good strategy. Probably shouldn't do that. It might be. It might
For
be.
science.
For science, the 4 DPS are going to stack to the south
Every-
of A.
Every time you say for science, I die.
Yeah, well, that's what science is about. You make a hypothesis and then Midori dies.
Oh my god.
This is why Midori teaches English.
Stacks out of A.
Everyone or just DPS?
No, just the DPS. We'll just stack on A, that's fine. Make sure that you run sufficiently.
You guys, we have to take those from the tanks.
Oh.
They can't take those.
Nope.
That also seems incorrect, but yeah, we're.
Yeah,
we
there's
hit the damage cap.
there was a magic Voln up involved in there somewhere.
Oh, we should be stacked here, right?
I mean,
Nope! No,
What?
something is wrong!
The lightnings. There's still lightnings that.
Okay,
get
so for
heal.
that, you need to be. Oh, hang on a second. I'm going to pick up the ABCD for a second. For that, you need to be standing right here.
All of us?
Actually,
So
these markers are a good indicator. So if you
the
if you
arrows.
yeah,
if
if
you
you are right here, you will not be in the lightning, but you will be inside the
Donut?
inside the donut.
Okay.
Is there really both normal cross lightning and then inside donut?
Uh huh.
Super tight.
They probably come at slightly different times. Maybe?
No,
No?
no.
Yikes. Okay.
But it's like the lightning, like is not that wide. Like right here should be fine. Like you are inside of the donut ring, but like the lightning only comes out to like here. But it's another place where these floor markers are super useful.
Well, not quite. What if it's the tanks and healers that has to pick it up and then do the mechanic?
Which mechanic? The first one?
The second one.
The sloth thing.
Yeah.
I don't think they passed because they would have
Oh, yeah,
passed.
good point.
Like we would have been like zipping them around with slippery prey, and that's that.
Okay, so how does both tanks not get the thing then?
No, I think placeholder is right.
Okay.
So healers need to pick up the tethers from the tanks. Then if everything's backwards, the DPS does actually stack.
No, they
That
all
did
died
not
when
work.
they stayed.
We don't stack.
Now you're just trying to get us killed again for no reason.
So what do you do then? What did DPS do?
Maybe they
So does anyone not have a magic Vuln stack at the time that thing goes out? Because I think you might need to split it with one DPS and one tank or healer.
the tanks should be fine to stack because we're pulling the thing off of them. But if we're doing it that way, the healers are gonna have Vuln stacks on them, so we can't do anything.
Right, but the key thing is that like there's 4 DPS.
Yeah, so if it's not paired one and one, then
Well, maybe it runs out by then. I don't think the debuff lasts that long. Because the
Yeah, let's just-
animation takes forever.
so let's just try it for science. On each of these directional ones, have one the healer or tank assigned with that direction. This means that the tank's gonna have to actually pull the boss with it, because if we drop the puddles here, then we're gonna need to move to the middle circle to not get sucked in. But yeah, so
Say it.
drop the puddles and have your so I would be on A with whoever's main tank. I guess it's Midori would be on B with the other tank, and then I guess Tylee on C with placeholder D, whatever. You guys figure it out.
If
So-
we're going clockwise, Vice would
Yeah.
be on C.
So drop your puddles on the markers with the tank or healer. That's my proposal for the next run.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leave the markers here, but for puddle phase, start south, which this is C at this point. So now the ABCD should correspond with what Salenta's expecting.
So going into the dimensional shift, can we also try the thing having the casters out more? Like have the casters out like about here on the flat edge of the arrow should still be in range to get heals off after dimensional shift, but we can see if there's a targeting thing based on this.
Sure.
Because we
Okay.
still haven't tried that.
Sure.
Kanata in the second phase. Do you want to grab TAMs are still into this thing?
I think I'll always get new tank, and you will always get east tank. How about that?
What? Say that again?
I will always get north tank, and you will always get east tank for all mechanics.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Isn't that the best science, though? Look, how often do you get to hit the damage cap? Actually, the damage cap's higher than that now.
3 times!
But it also says
It's
you are
impossible to take
unaffected. You are unaffected by the 3 additional magic vulnups.
It only takes one.
Well, yeah, it definitely only takes 1 to kill you.
Midori?
Magic vulnups, not even once.
Oh, you took 28,000, and then 3 ticks of 99999.
At some point, we'll break the
So
1
clearly
million
it
HP
splits.
bar.
Really a random thing.
Yes.
I mean, he turns to face it before you can go.
Nada can't see his screen.
Aww.
I'll get the res on Kanata. Oh, I can't. I use my swift cast.
One spot.
I'm gonna just be a yellow bastard.
What happened there? I didn't see it.
Delta Delta Lightning.
Ah.
That was too close.
Are you like trying to explain to somebody what you're doing?
In the game.
You wouldn't understand.
As if we're not playing.
Maybe they wouldn't understand? It's nice to actually finally figure out your cooldowns. Doesn't seem like it hits so hard.
Gotta stand on your arrow. Not against the wall.
Alright, so remember which of the 4 markers we're going to drop our thing on. And healers pick up the markers from the tanks.
Do those markers shoot a line AoE out? Like, once we
Yes.
pick them up, where are we going to stand after we're...
Well, west and east. Probably west and east.
Okay. So, whatever tank I grab it from in the east.
You talking about the tank tethers?
Yeah.
Marker, there's no tethers.
We get a
Well,
physical
some-
damage debuff.
Person who gets hit.
Right.
I just didn't know if she shot a line AoE at that person to give them those debuffs or not.
Oh, no.
In the first phase it does.
I don't know about the second phase.
Let's assume it does, and don't stay east after I grab it.
Alright.
Whoops.
I cannot grab it.
Well, that's
Okay.
awkward. Can we stand in front of them to take the hit instead?
Nope, we just
No.
died. And, whoa, wait, they did not get the
Get a stack though.
We did not get the debuff.
Splinter. Okay, well that's a split, so that's good.
Damn!
I was thinking.
At least we figured that part out.
stand in the right here, right?
No, inside it.
Oh, inside.
Flat.
Oh, okay, well, we already figured it out. So this one is the town frame.
Like exactly the same spot.
Oh, she just gave the debuff on that one. There was no attack there, she just put the debuff on them. Anyway, so the tanks didn't get the debuff on the first one?
We did get a debuff, but it wasn't the same one.
Maybe we all gotta stand in front of the tanks?
So last
How much damage did you
time-
take from it?
9999999.
Okay then.
Probably not.
So the last 2 times when the couple people that have been further out, they've been targeted every time by the. Also, make sure you are ending your after the puddles on your arrow.
Okay, so the cast bar, there's 2 beams, 2 sets of beams that go out. The cast bar, which corresponds with the end of the last puddle, is the like first pew. I don't even know if that hits anyone. Then after that is when the orbs shoot out and hit the people that are closest to the orb. So you have enough time after the cast bar finishes and the first pew is going out to get onto your marker, even if there was a puddle on it before. So just make sure you plan your trip accordingly, that as soon as the cast bar finishes, you are running onto your marker.
So Slinta, sorry. So you're saying we should stack?
Off tank should stand in front of the main tank.
They both get targeted with it, if you're talking about the first one. And we can't pull it off of them. At least healers can't. I'm assuming no one can.
Yeah, I'm thinking either.
Because everyone stands in front of that shit. What was that, Imdagood? Where you gotta do that?
Imdagooder?
Was that fight?
Jordan,
Oh,
kind of.
you had to have a tank in front of it.
Yeah, the first person who got hit took extra damage, but that might not be the case here.
Oh, wait, what?
No, I don't think that's the case.
Way to jump into a wall.
Did you touch the yellow?
I thought they never have these active during the.
I'm gonna guess that you have to stand in front of me.
We can try it.
So that means
Yeah,
one tank's
science.
gonna get the debuff, I guess, which is fine, right?
Well,
Because
if
then the other
off
tank can still tank.
Yeah, if the off tank gets it, that's fine.
Okay. You don't think it's just gonna kill both of them?
I mean, better than
Science.
running around like a
This
chicken
is-
and killing both of them anyway.
Let's do it. Let's get more pulls in. That's how you do science. But please, remember to go to your marker during the thing. Don't leave us to die alone.
I won't intentionally remind us.
So, Carrot, at the beginning, can you wait like 3 seconds longer before you go out to your corner so you get my.
Tell me when to move.
As soon as you see the regen, you're good.
I'm not looking there.
You're good. Eyes up, Carrot.
Don't push any buttons and get away from Carrot.
Well, I'm gonna have to live with this Vuln stack for the rest of my life.
Two beats.
Placeholder killed you.
I don't see placeholder resume.
Tank's got priority, fam.
Well,
Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Oh, it takes so long. Oh, do something. Do something. Oh, no.
You can heal him. Healing does not remove the invuln.
It used to.
It never has. It's
It-
always been taking any action, including auto attacks.
Really, I thought in Chaos Embrace would be enough to figure
I've definitely killed people by healing them before.
Should be fine.
Greedy.
No,
You wouldn't
don't
understand.
go in there. Oh wait, oh, you can just eat it. Okay. Oh shoot, I used the passive button.
Oh, I had smoke.
No, it's correct.
Oh, just that. Oh. Tam still went to the normal spot. That's fine.
If we both messed up the same way, it's correct. So you're going to be in front of me, Salenta.
Yes.
Well, at least only one person died. To your spots. To your spots. To your spots. Tam.
We had so much time.
There you go. So that was correct.
Get to the
Get
outer
to
inner
the-
circle.
Diagonals.
Oh, come on. Really?
Oh, bye.
Bias, how much damage do you take?
Oh, that's not
That's
bad. That's just a physical vuln with a healing debuff. So I guess we take that from the tanks. Because that only hit me for 19k.
So the problem with that second Delta attack is that fires are still a thing, right?
No, there's no fires.
Okay.
No. There are 3 people stacked in southwest, and the people that were in the right spot.
Okay.
I had just read. Like
We
it was
definitely didn't overlap something similar in there during that part.
like maybe I got hit by the ice ring, but it looked like I was inside, and I had been standing there for a while. But
So
Stand inside the flat edge of the arrows.
yeah,
This
I
is
was.
it.
We were
Right
both
here.
there.
You don't
Yeah.
have to be like. You don't have to be touching the symbol. You just want to be like on this corner of the square. Like
Yeah.
Kanata would 100% get hit.
Yep, I was standing right here.
Midori's
I
doing
found
science.
it! I wanted to find it.
So I
Well-
was here.
It's called science.
I started to run in after it went off, but he died anyway. That's why I was asking how much damage he took.
So
And he died at
we,
the same thing.
we still don't have any answer on that first mechanic, huh?
Which
With the
one's that?
tanks.
With the tanks and the markers. They cannot be passed.
Oh, right. They cannot be
They
passed.
can't be. I thought so. You said you took 110k. Was that from the beam where you stacked?
No,
How much did you take from that?
max.
All the 9s.
Yep. He took 2 hits, one for 44 and one for 99999.
Maybe a distance thing?
Maybe just don't stack.
Yeah, maybe you get as far away from her as you can?
Why?
No,
There's no indication for that.
Don't stack is what we tried the first time. That didn't work. Off
Well, you
tank
took-
stacking. Off tank going in front also didn't work.
But
Healers trying to take it didn't work.
Well, wait. Off tank going in front did not work, as in the off tank died, but it saved Tam.
Tim,
No,
use home.
I used home gang.
Oh, okay.
Well, you took 40k from the first one. So the question is, was it because you split? Maybe you need to have someone. Maybe you guys need to be split up and have a person.
Maybe there are 2 different mechanics.
for that.
I tried one where I stacked with Salenta on one of them and I just got Mick. So
Yep.
it can't be that.
Oh, wait. Ha 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 ha. Same thing, but positions reversed. Have Salenta in front and soak the beam with Salenta.
You know, that just give him a Vuln stack?
Possibly. We're not exactly sure we know how this works. That's the thing.
Right. So,
like, What I meant is that off tank stack going in front of the main tank worked exactly the same way as the healers going in front of the tanks. But we don't know about the reverse. It could be something special about the main tank. Which
So
is
ju-
probably
for
worth
for
it.
the sake of keeping our healers alive, I will go to A and I'll park my ass at A. So I will split the beam or just get obliterated with whatever tank is main tanking at the time. And I guess if Midori could do the same thing on B, then whichever main tank is not main tanking will split with Midori.
Wait. Hold on. That's like gonna guarantee that both tanks die if it fails.
Well, yes, if it fails. We are trying to figure out if these are solutions to the mechanic, whatever the mechanic is.
And depending on how long the debuff is, it seems to keep it alive.
I just meant that there are other things worth trying first.
I have yet to hear one.
Sorry, I'm not super articulate. I'm still. I already remapped my buttons twice.
I was about 10. That's why I can't see.
Gun your arrow.
We fucking did it! It's all down here from here.
It's all down here from here.
I really should have practiced these buttons.
Oh god, like I'm a half second away from getting to energy drain there. It's very frustrating.
Damn it, I forgot to draw. I'm upset.
Look, I have a lot of artist friends. You have to make time to draw.
forget to draw, it should take damage away from you.
It does, technically. It's exactly what it does.
It takes away from your damage contribution. She was like, you haven't drawn in 30 seconds? We're just gonna give you a debuff.
Give you a vuln up.
I need a 30-second alarm clock that just goes constantly throughout the.
So I actually set up a macro to do that. It makes a noise and stuff like that, but having a macro on a button that you try to OGCD is not fun.
You don't just have it go off 30 seconds, every 30 seconds at the beginning of the fight.
Goodbye, cruel world.
For science.
Did you get a physical debuff, Samantha?
Eh,
No?
No,
I just
you
went-
did.
I mean, I did.
You just died.
And we're sure that that can't be passed, right?
Yes.
We both tried to grab it. It was pretty stuck.
All right. Well, let's see
Maybe
here.
Healer hands are just too weak. That don't sound right.
Let's see here. I take 101,000 damage. Oh, I guess it's time.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was at least we were doing science on our last poll, and we ended on time. So there's probably an answer that will get posted online. Do people want spoilers?
Give me a few minutes.
A few minutes for
so I'm
I'm
pretty
thinking
sure. I'm pretty sure the puddles in the ball phase are targeting the people who are furthest out.
Yep, seems like it.
So
I think those go out after Paradise Lost is cast.